If you're trying to buy a GPU on OfferUp, you need to watch this video. I'm going to give you 5 things to consider before buying a GPU on OfferUp and give you some tips on how not to get scammed. No more talking, let's get into the video right now. So if you've been shopping for a GPU, you probably know that there is absolutely none anywhere right now. Nvidia is sold out, Walmart sold out, Newegg, Best Buy, everywhere is sold out. So you have resulted to OfferUp. I know you're desperate and you're at the lowest of lows because you're on OfferUp, but I'm going to give you some 5 tips so that you don't get scammed. So the first thing you need to consider is that you are not going to find it for retail. This may seem obvious to a lot of you, but if you don't know, there's literally nothing out right now. So the people who are selling them are either reselling them for double, or they are most likely scammers because they are selling it for retail or even below retail. So if you find anything below retail, it is 99.9% a scam. So the second thing you need to consider is that you need to watch for red flags. Now, I've talked about this many times on my channel, but a brand new account, a number or email listed in the description telling you to call them and get you outside of the OfferUp platform, or they just don't want to do business on the OfferUp platform altogether. They are most likely scammers and should be ignored at all costs. Most of them are, if they're selling it below $1,500, they're most likely scammers. They're trying to get you to spend, even if they try to post it at like $700 to be like, oh, that's a really good deal. But if the price is too good to be true, it most likely is. So please just be wary of the red flags. I'll talk about this a little bit more as we go, but just those simple red flags are what you need to look out for before buying a GPU. Number 3 thing you need to consider is that the market is absolutely dog shit right now. Again, this may seem obvious, but everything from GPUs to Xboxes, PS5s are incredibly hard to get right now. Even Walmart and companies like that are starting to require having their subscription service like Walmart Plus, etc., just to even buy the product. You need to know this because if you are in the market for a GPU, you need to know that it's going to be either really expensive or really hard to get one anywhere, let alone on any of the retail sites. So if you're on OfferUp, just be careful of that. So the 4th thing to consider is that if you are going to buy an OfferUp, you need to buy safely. What I mean by this is that because this is such a big purchase, OfferUp only has a 2-day protection policy, and that is only valid if you buy through the OfferUp app. So obviously places like Best Buy, Walmart, etc., are going to have receipts and money back guarantees for like 30 to 90 days, 60 days, whatever. But if you're buying on OfferUp, they only have a 2-day, 48-hour policy. So I would recommend is to try to meet someone in person so that you can inspect it physically. Or if you're using shipping, I just ask that you ask them a lot of questions, you vet them, and get as much information as you can because you are going to be spending in excess of $2,000 or so. And I don't really recommend it on platforms such as OfferUp, but if you're really desperate and you're really trying to get one, just make sure you do that. All right, so the 5th thing you need to consider is that not everyone with 5 stars is legit. I was talking about this a little bit in number 2 with watching out for red flags, but having a 5-star rating does not automatically make that seller a reputable source. There's a lot of hacked accounts, there's a lot of dummy accounts that scammers like to use to try and lure people in and then take them off of the platform and scam them that way. I've had this question a lot. They're like, well, this person has 5 stars, are they legit? You need to look out for all of the other red flags, which include, like I mentioned before, the price too good to be true, a number, email in description, or if they don't want to do business on OfferUp altogether. Just know that those are the red flags that you should be looking for. And again, not everyone with 5 stars is legit. So yeah, those are the 5 things to consider before buying a GPU on OfferUp. This goes for a lot of the other selling platforms like Mercari and Facebook Marketplace as well. If you found any value